everyone, it's Olivia again. I wanted to share a story about Ed. Turns out he learned about two powerful structures that's right, after he wrote a book on writing. Some years ago, Ed wrote a book on legal writing, entitled Mightier Than the Sword. The book included a chapter on clause cutting. Before publishing this book, Ed called a good friend with a Ph.D. in English. "Jane," he said, "how'd you like to make some money?" "I'm in," she said. "Well," Ed said, "I've got the manuscript of a new book on writing. I'd like you to read it and tear it apart, limb from limb. Find anything you can that needs repair." They agreed on her fee, and Ed sent her the manuscript. When she finished reviewing it, she wrote a note on the clause-cutting chapter. "Ed, I really like this chapter. You have, however, omitted two of the most powerful structures in the English language. Surely your readers need to know about them. Call me to discuss." In their call, Jane told Ed about the two power structures, the truncated clause and the noun absolute. When she described the truncated clause, Ed recognized it immediately, for he had used it not just in writing, but in speech. And you'll recognize it too. You see it in front of you whenever you board an airplane. Right there, hanging over the seat, you see the cloth with the sign. "While seated, buckle your seatbelt." See the "while seated"? That's a truncated clause. And surely you've told a late working colleague, "Before leaving, turn off the lights." See the "before leaving"? That's a truncated clause. So Ed was very familiar with the truncated clause, but he did say he had never heard of a noun absolute, and he told his friend Jane he had no clue about the structure. "Oh yes, you do," she said. "Surely sometime in your life you've said, 'Let's have a picnic, weather permitting.'" "Well," she said, "the words 'weather permitting' form a noun absolute." So Ed's friend Jane taught him how to form truncated clauses and noun absolutes. She showed him how both use those same 6 structures we used in this course when we cut be clauses. Remember them? I'll put them on the screen to refresh your memory. 1. The adjective phrase. These are the issues, vital to our case. 2. The ing phrase. Researching in the library. Cynthia finally finished her term paper. 3. The ed phrase. The argument, tortured in its reasoning, failed to convince us. 4. The to phrase. The man was about to fall. 5. The prepositional phrase. His chin was on his folded arms. 6. The noun appositive. The senator, a fair man, disciplined his staff. Ed will teach you how to form these structures. Here's a brief overview. For the truncated clause, you use a subordinating conjunction, for example, the word while, and add any of those 6 structures, for example, the ed verb seated, and you produce the truncated clause while seated. For the noun absolute, you use a noun, for example, the word weather, and add any of those 6 structures, for example, the ing verb permitting, and you produce the noun absolute weather permitting. Ed told me this story of how he learned new things about writing by asking someone to review his work. Ed's knowledge expanded when he asked his friend to review his manuscript. His willingness to seek the advice of experts has certainly paid off. Ed's book, Mightier Than the Sword, was ranked number 10 on the 20 best legal writing books of all time by bookauthority.org. Also, the Sword book has been adopted at Yale Law School and other top law schools across the country. Now we want to expand your knowledge by introducing you to the truncated clause and the noun absolute. Ed tells it best. So take it away, Ed.